Welcome back, my friends. Today, we're going to be diving into Sion, the self-titled album. If you're not sure who Sion is, it's Howard Jones, formerly of the Killswitch Engage, lead singer for a lot of their popular songs, as well as Jared Dines, who's a YouTuber. Kind of got big for his like funny music-related videos, making fun of people in like Guitar Center, although I think he couldn't say Guitar Center, but we all knew what he meant. And then has just proven himself to be, quite the shredder. He's been on tour with Breaking Benjamin and with, a number of other bands as well. I was excited to see what these two put out, so we're going to go through. We're going to go track by track. Feel free to listen along. I'll include a link. You can pause this video as I dive into the track. You can listen if you haven't heard it. Of course, if you heard it already, great. Follow along, see what your thoughts are, drop comments, all that stuff. Let's start with the first track, which is The Blade. Now, this is the song that was dropped a number of months ago to kind of get us all a little bit of a taste of what they were going to be bringing. And it's a great intro song to the band. It's a great intro song to the album. Now, a couple of things that I want to point out from this song. The chorus really gives you that vibe, that Killswitch vibe. That's probably what drew a lot of people to hear what Howard's new project is. I don't think the music sounds like Killswitch. I want to be pretty clear about that. The music's different from Killswitch, but Howard's voice is Howard's voice. You can't help but recognize it right out of the gate. The other thing is, we get a little bit of a solo highlighting Jared, but honestly, I felt it kind of leaves you wanting more. So the next song in the list is Drown. Now, I don't know who's playing bass on this album. I tried to find out. I tried to look it up, but I can tell you that the bass tone in the beginning is just fantastic. It really plays well with Howard's voice. Of course, the chorus is another great hook. I mean, that's just something that is done really well all the time. Howard just writes really good choruses. Another thing I want to point out, I really thought the bridge did a great job of highlighting the rest of the instruments. So, it got nice and heavy, but it highlighted Jared on guitar, highlighted the drums, whoever's playing drums. It's another one that I don't know. I don't know who's playing drums or bass on this album, and I'm really curious who it is. Like, is it Jared doing everything? Do they have studio musicians? Are there other big names that are kind of helping out? I don't know. If you know, please drop comments. Let me know, because I'm very curious. Jared, if you're watching this, who's playing bass, who's playing drums, because there's a lot of really good stuff on this album. That moves us to the third song, which is More Than Just Myself. I think this intro just pulls you in right out of the gate. There's a lot of chunkiness. There's this really sweet riff that Jared does right afterward, and that kind of gets you to transition with him to all of a sudden a super fast and heavy verse. Now, this chorus I absolutely love. It's more than just the smooth hook that you would expect from Howard. I just find that this chorus really hits you hard, gets you amped up. I really dig this chorus. The one thing that I will say is that during the bridge, I really thought it could have used a solo. We haven't really gotten a huge Shredfest solo yet, and not every solo needs to be a Shredfest, but in this bridge I really thought a solo would have been perfect at that spot. But I didn't write the song. It's not my creative decision. I'm just a consumer. But let's consume the next song, which is The Worst Way. I thought this was a really good song. Now, every song on the album has been good so far. One thing I wanted to call out is there's this transition into the chorus that has these just awesome bass hits. They're kind of subtle, but they just add so much. Big fan of those. But like I said, good song, but every song has been good so far. The next song, Buried Alive and Wide Awake, might be my favorite song on the album, or it might be the second favorite. It's going to definitely be top 3. The intro, I think, it pulls you in right away. Throughout the song, there's these double bass flurries, which are just fantastic. Double bass on the drums, I mean. In fact, the drum work is just really good on this song. It's really good in the album in general, but this song, I thought the drums really shine. And we got another taste of a Jared Dines solo, but still left wanting a little bit more. Really good music, right? And I know that's Jared, but in terms of Jared shining, I feel like we just haven't really gotten that. We haven't gotten those solos, but hopefully we do. All right, so moving to the next song, which is Skyfall. It got more great bass work underneath the verse in this one. Really heard some nice harmonies. And the chorus also got some nice layered vocals. And I really dug at the very end of the song, there was a really cool variation they did at the end of the last chorus. I like when bands do that. When they give you the chorus, they get you used to a certain way, but then they do like a change up. And, you know, sometimes just a couple of note choices, a couple of little cadence changes or things like that can just change the mood of a song completely, or the mood of a part like the chorus. So I thought that was particularly cool in this one. All right, next song is Endless War. Now, it's a good song. I personally am just not feeling the vibe on this one, right? Just a personal preference. I think it's a good song. I can recognize that a lot of people are going to really dig this song. It's just, for me, not my thing. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. I'm not feeling this. Nothing but love. But yeah, you dig it? Awesome. That's fantastic. All right, song number 8 is A Constant Reminder. Another catchy chorus, Howard does. I thought the bridge in this song hits really, really hard. And finally got the solo I've been looking for, or that I've been looking for. I don't know if you've been looking for it. I've been looking for it. Been looking for that solo. Finally got it. The solo in this one did not leave me wanting more. Thank you, namaste, all that. Next song is Something to Live For. This one just has another fantastic chorus. I also really dug how this song is a little bit of a departure from what you'd expect. There's kind of an atypical song structure. So, you know, when you get out of the second verse and you think you're going to be going into the second chorus, instead all of a sudden you get like this awkward interlude, you get a bridge, you get a solo, and then you get the second chorus. And I just thought it was really cool to just kind of play with the song structure, not drastically, but just enough to keep you on your toes a little bit. And I dug that. At the end of the song, about a little under 3 minutes in, I'm going to call it a false ending. It seems like they have a false ending. So what happens is the last, minute plus, there's like a last chorus and there's this extended fade out. I look at all that as a bonus because you got the false ending and then that. Really dug a lot about this one. Speaking of things that I dig, great Deceiver is the next song. I really thought the intro was awesome. It's a kind of a different sound. Pulls you in, gets you hooked. I like this song, all of it. I liked it front to back. There's not a single part of the song that I didn't like. Had another great solo. Thank you, Jared Dines, for blessing us with your solos. And the chorus. I thought the chorus was fantastic, but this one was actually less about Howard's voice. Howard's voice, of course, is amazing, but I thought the chord choices underneath the chorus, phenomenal. Really, really interesting combination, how it plays with the vocals, and I think the chords made the chorus. I also think Great Deceiver might be my favorite, which means Buried Alive and Wide Awake, probably my second favorite. That's how it's looking right now. Next is Dying of the Light. Holy crap. The drums on this song do not hold back. They're absolutely nuts. Again, I want to know who the drummer is. If you know, drop the comments. Again, Jared, if you're watching, I know you're looking for reaction videos and reviews. So, hey, the intro and the verse are particularly crazy, but the chorus is remarkably straightforward for how kind of crazy the intro and the verses are. This song kind of, and before I say this, I'm going to just get it out there. I do not think this song sounds like Slipknot, but I do think that the way that they've kind of combined some of the craziness in one element, like the verse and the smoothness, like in the chorus within the same song, as well as some of the other production elements in the song. I can just see some similarities with our favorite Masked Maniacs, right? That's all I'm saying. I don't think it sounds like Slipknot. I just see some parallels. That brings us to the last song, Inside the Hollow. Here's the ballad. If you've watched any of Jared's videos, he promised a ballad. This is it. There's just a lot of really good elements here. There's really good interlude riff. There's this nice build in the pre-chorus to get you into the chorus, which is a little bit heavier. You know, just in general, I'll say this was a great song to end the album on. It's nice to see when bands actually take the time to really think through like what the album should be, how it should flow, how to start strong, how to end strong, you know, create a certain, motion throughout the album. And you can definitely tell that with this album. In terms of my final thoughts, again, I want to know who's playing bass and drums. Hopefully someone can answer that. Jared had some great parts. I mean, the music in general was just phenomenal. But I also didn't feel like he was featured enough on the album. All the music is him. He wrote it, or at least I assume he did. I don't know. I didn't talk to him personally. But a lot, if not all, the music is him. But a lot of times it's, it's so good that it just kind of falls in the background. That makes sense, right? Like it doesn't stand out because it's not meant to be flashy. It's just meant to be good. But I actually would have liked to have seen a little bit more flashiness. I would like to have seen some more solos, some more standout Jared moments. Of course, Howard sounds amazing. He delivers exactly what any Howard Jones fans would want, including myself. If you haven't checked it out yet, you absolutely should. Drop the comments, answer my bass and drum question. Let me know what other thoughts you have if you have checked it out. Jared, if you're watching, please let me know if I've offended in any way, or if, I'm on the mark with stuff, or if you're like, this guy's dumb. I don't care, just say something. If you don't already subscribe to Jared Dines, please make sure to do that. Now, of course, if you're watching my channel, I can't imagine you wouldn't be watching Jared's. But in the event that you aren't, go check out Jared Dines. I'll leave a link in the description so you can go subscribe to him. And while you're down clicking and subscribing, you might as well subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And while you're clicking, go ahead and click the like button as well. It does a lot for the algorithm. All the YouTubers nowadays are talking about the algorithm. So let's say algorithm again. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me all the feedback. I need all the feedback in the world. You keep making beautiful music, and I'll see you in the next one.